Hello and welcome to me, Tarot Al. Today I'm going to be talking a little bit and showing you my new cards I have that I got. I'm so excited when I get new cards. It's called the Animal Apothecary cards. They're by Cara Elizabeth. And comes with a nice guidebook. And why I'm doing this, it's not really like an unboxing, but it sort of kind of is as well. When I get a new deck of cards, what I first do with them is, of course, I open them and I look through and I study every card. And if the cards have words on them, like this one here, it says breakthrough, I'll look at it, look at the pictures, get familiarized with the picture and the word of some. And then I get a notebook and a paper. Oh, of course, get a notebook and a pen. And I look through the cards again. Like face your fears. Here's face your fears. I'll write down what the card represents and what I believe. I use my intuition on it, and I write a story or I write a short little poem about anything that sticks out to me in the card. Like when I look at, for instance, when I look at this one, the first thing I really see when I look at this card is this lightning bug up here with his butt glowing. So I would probably write something about the white light, about the white light of the fireflies, shining like a star in the night sky. I'd make up some kind of little poem or some little story. And that helps me attune to the cards, and also helps the cards recognize and attune to how I feel and how I'm going to use them, which is a very important thing to do. If you want to learn how to read tarot cards or oracle cards, that's a good way to practice. Here we have Just Trust. It's a little mole climbing up out of the ground. Moles are blind, so he's coming out of the ground. He has to trust his instincts because he can't see. He has to trust that there's no hawk or a cat or anything around to eat him. These are just really, this one says victory. I mean, they've got a lot of symbols in these cards. And I thought, wow, this is so exciting. I'm so excited for this. I read I read the first 12 cards in here, and I thought I'm going to go make a video on this, and we'll kind of do a pick a card with them as well. Because the more I play with them as well, the more in tuned I get to them, like I said before. And I'll be using these in regular videos and regular readings in a week or so after I get more in tuned into them. And also by shuffling them the way I am, it's also bringing in energy, bringing in fresh energy, the airflow between them. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to pull the camera in closer here so you can get a better view of what some of these cards' pictures are. Well, this one says Nourish the Shadow. You have the moon, a black panther drinking out of it. An arm with golden bracelets on it pouring the water in for the panther to drink. Up in the corner, you have the phases of the moon, or could even be represented as a piece of candy. There's a lot of symbols in these cards, in the back of the cards as well. The back of the cards, there's a lot of sacred geometry on these. This is really a very interesting deck. So again, I'm going to shuffle one more time, and you can choose card number 1 is green, 2 is pink, or you can pick card number 3, which will be in the blue here. And get your question ready as to what you want answered. And by the way, I will just be reading straight from the book for the answers, so you can see how I don't know how you put it, how informative the cards are and what they all represent. It's really a touching deck here. So let me pull the camera in for you. And again, green is 1, pink is 2, and blue is 3. Alright, so for card number 1 in the green, you have See Beyond the Past. Oops, it's a black swan. Let me put this situated here. Is it going to hold? Let's put these under here. Alright, well, that'll work. Okay. There goes my lights. Okay. There. Sorry. Let me get this in closer for you. Goodness. Okay. So you have See Beyond the Past. What number card is this? Number 23. Well, that's a good number. Okay, let me look through the book here and I'll read what 23, the black swan, means. The beautiful black swan. The fable of the ugly duckling tells of a baby swan that nested with baby ducks. All the ducks made fun of the little swan for how different he looked, which made him feel inherently not good enough. The little swan compared himself to what a duck should look like, rather than own the nature of his true self, a swan. Sadly, the little swan began to assume the identity of the ugly duckling. As time went on, the little swan grew and became the most beautiful black swan, and some would even say more magnificent than the common ducks that bullied him. This card is the story of what happened to the black swan as an adult. Reflected in the water is his heartbroken child self. You can see this here. It's his shadow, and actually I'll bring you the card in after I'm done here to show you that the swan's shadow, or his reflection, there's even a tear coming out of his little head down here. Okay. Despite how gorgeous the black swan became, he suffered from severe shame and feeling of unworthiness. He could not see the glorious truth of himself. He became crippled by the delusion that something was inherently wrong with him. He believed a wicked distortion that diminished his worth. He was utterly unaware of his captivating beauty and could honor neither himself nor the gifts of the great mystery bestowed upon him. He became obsessed with outside validation and compared himself to other winged creatures. The ugly duckling finally woke up to his true self as the beautiful black swan and asks you to do the same. Swan's medicine asks you to accept that you feel your insecurities, but do not submit to them. Whenever you feel small, it is not reality. It is the old story and the programming that brainwashed you. Please wake up from this illusion and honor what the Great Spirit gifted you, the gift of yourself. No one in the world is like you. Own that. You are a rare miracle. And here I'll show you this. I'll turn it over. I'll turn it over this way. Here. Come on. Well, there is a little tiny tear coming out of his eye right here. Okay. All right, so card number 1, green, that was your card. Set beyond, see beyond the past. All right. So that's what these cards are all about. I want to thank you for joining me on this, and it's helping me as well practice my cards by doing this video. So again, it's the Animal Apothecary deck of cards here. I thank you, and you have a oops. Here you go. And I thank you, and have a great day. Bye. So card number 2 now. We'll work on card number 2. We have pink. Pink, number 2. What do you have? Oh, face your fear. Face your fear. You have the beautiful card here. Let's see what this is telling you. It is card number 38. All right. Card number 38. All right. It's a crow. In the forest, crow will often warn other animals of oncoming hunters. Crow comes when a fear of uncomfortable situation must be faced and transformed. It is through facing the fear that the animals in the forest are able to escape and survive. Crow isn't just calling at you to face your fears. He's asking you to do something with the energy that comes from those fears. Crow is the master alchemist. Alchemy was the practice of transmutation, turning base metals such as lead into a more valuable metal like gold. Many alchemists were interested in this science on a psychology level. We can apply the principle of alchemy to our psychological development. Think about the power your pain holds. What if you could take the energy of all your trauma, fear, worry, and doubts and turn it into the greatest asset? Crow says you can turn the energy of pain into the shining light. The key is the consistent effort to manipulate your emotions to your liking. For example, let's say you are dealing with a trigger that is bringing up fear. First, accept what you feel and then choose to transmute the energy. If you are fearful of something and avoiding it, face it and deal with it. If you are lost in a trauma bubble, choose to shift your psychology by movement and exercise. If you are procrastinating to clean. If you are avoiding telling someone your true feelings, tell them. If you feel unhealthy and unattractive, change how you eat and adorn your body with clothes and honor your appearance. If you are overwhelmed with feeling like a victim, create an art project that demonstrates your power. The idea isn't to escape what you are dealing with, but instead to face it. Then change how you are dealing with it. This is where the shift begins. Crow's medicine to transmute energy is also your birthright. Take action and transmute your energy. So on this card, as you can see, you've got the crow. Face your fear. The crow. Beautiful rainbow beams of light coming in. A pyramid. Ancient Egypt, there's a pyramid. It can also be the Trinity with one single beam of light coming down. It could be like even from the stars, from the heavens. The three pyramids line up with Orion, right? And here's a beam of light coming in. Well, then of course you have the key to your own heart, the key to your own feelings, and how you want to transmute those feelings into a higher vibration, which is also proving with the rainbow and the pyramid here, with the beautiful crow. And to face your fears. This is really interesting cards. All right, and that was card number 2. So that's what these cards are all about. I want to thank you for joining me on this, and it's helping me as well practice my cards by doing this video. So again, it's the Animal Apothecary deck of cards here. I thank you, and you have a here you go. And I thank you, and have a great day. Bye. Card number 3, you have Inner Conflict Resolution. Oh, the camera's getting blurry. I can see from here. You have you have the snake on the bottom, and you have a falcon up on top with the all-seeing eye, and also a wreath of victory on the falcon's head. So this is card number 6. So let me put this here. And I'll read to you what this card is meaning. Find card number 6 here. Inner conflict resolution, the venomous snake. Venomous snake comes to speak to us about the ironic remedy of poison. The right amount of poison in our lives acts like a vaccine, allowing us to heal and build immunity towards a larger, deadly dose. This poison comes to us in the form of inner conflict, suffering, and self-sabotage. Every great venture that you deeply yearn to manifest is met with agonizing inner conflict. When we are on our journey towards expansion and self-fulfillment, we will come face to face with an inner dialogue that tries to tear down our dreams. These deliberating moments of great mental anguish are put on your path for you to witness, learn from, and eventually overcome. They are quite literally the catalyst of your growth. Strange how we view these thoughts as holding us back, when in fact, in the right amount, they can act like a vaccine that allows us to create a certain type of immunity towards the future obstacles on the journey of manifesting. Despite the inner agony, congratulations. This is all a normal part of the process in your leveling up. This is why Falcon brought her medicine to this card, because she heralds victory and overcoming your current obstacle. Acknowledge that this moment of discomfort is part of your evolution. This is a growing pain. Falcon and venomous snake combine their medicine to reassure you the outcome is promising, and whatever conflict you are currently facing will soon dissipate. Take a deep breath in and release and smile. So that is your message, card number 3 on the blue. Inner conflict resolution. Like I was saying, you've got pretty purple here as well. Pretty purple is royalty, spirituality. Victory wreath here. His wings are up, spread up high. The venomous snake down here. It could be a cobra or even a rattlesnake. His tail in the air. And yeah. So that's what these cards are all about. I want to thank you for joining me on this, and it's helping me as well practice my cards by doing this video. So again, it's the Animal Apothecary deck of cards here. I thank you, and you have a oops. Here you go. And I thank you, and have a great day. Bye.